Hi everyone. Okay, here is this video about the young guys that left England, left Australia to go and fight, but I want you to hear what this guy says in particular. Okay, have a listen.
That only that Allah has been Kareem me here to this country. So this is the message I wanna send to you. A message that inshallah from a Muslim brother's heart to another brother's heart. Ya akhwa, Palestine a long time ago has been gone. It's been pounded.
A long time ago. How long? 10 years? 11?
The Jews have taken it. Our sisters in Fallujah, day after day.
Our sisters in Fallujah, day after day.
They give birth to deformed babies.
Give birth to deformed babies. Why is that? Okay, so this is what they suffered in Fallujah. I remember it. It was so horrific and so shocking. And as an American, and you think that, wow, my American government could do this. So do you think these guys have white phosphorus and depleted uranium weapons that are illegal and against the Geneva Conventions? And there's bound to have some anger, and then it's aligned with their beliefs and their way of fighting back. But Fallujah, you know, they used white phosphorus. I remember reading about a father, he couldn't even leave his house, and his son was killed. They bombed his house, and he had to bury him outside under a tree, and every day he looked out the window and he saw the grave of his son because they were trapped in Fallujah. And remember that Iraq didn't have anything to do with 911. Why did the US go there? Why? So, these younger guys, I mean, how old was he 10 years ago? If he's in his 20s now, maybe he was 10 or 11 years old. And you know how people used to say when America is killing Muslims, it will spawn more terrorists. Well, we're exactly reaping what we sow. So maybe you don't know this, but look, white phosphorus used in Fallujah, white phosphorus used in Iraq. And the US denied it for a long, long time, but they finally admitted it. Incendiary weapons used against personnel and civilians. Horrific. I even wrote a poem about it. I did a painting too, a really amazing painting which I gave away about a boy named Ghazi killed. America's Fallujah legacy, white phosphorus. This is something that burns people alive and it peels their skin off, and they used it to illuminate targets at night. But you know, you just go back, what did Iraq do to deserve to be invaded by the US? I don't think they did anything. But I don't know. Look, the US used chemical weapons in Iraq and then lied about it. November 14th, 2005. Until last week, the US State Department maintained that US forces used white phosphorus shells very sparingly in Fallujah for illumination, but they killed a lot of people. And also there were lots of soldiers, US soldiers, who were taking pleasure in killing people. I read about that. It was horrible. They would ask their superiors, "Can I kill one now?" This is how horrific war is and what kind of seeds it will sow. US depleted uranium as malicious as Syrian chemical weapons. So who The U.S. doesn't talk about this. Depleted uranium, it's radioactive, and it just poisons the land and the atmosphere. That's why they're having so many birth defects over there. U.S. forces use chemical weapons during assault on city of, probably it's Fallujah, yep, Iraqi city of Fallujah. This is a horrible nightmare. See, look at this guy burned. The U.S. did this. 10 chemical weapons attacks Washington doesn't want you to know about. This is the truth here. Pentagon reverses position and admits U.S. troops used white phosphorus. So this is all back in 2005. And this guy here, he hasn't forgotten. He was a kid. He's talking about his sisters in Fallujah now giving birth to babies who are deformed with horrible birth defects.
Look at the dhul, the disgrace this ummah is going through. Look and see and wake up and understand why this is happening. The book, the Quran, this Quran that Allah Azza wa Jal, He sent Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam with.
So maybe to them, they don't have anything else to believe in. How do they fight? How do they fight something like this, you know? Depleted uranium, white phosphorus weapons, and the power of the U.S. military. Well, they just get out there in numbers. Whether or not their beliefs are right or wrong or whatever we feel about it, and their threats to the West and everything, look what it's based in. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now. God bless everyone with truth and peace and love. But, you know, bombarding a city with white phosphorus, chemical weapons, depleted uranium isn't exactly loving and peaceful on the part of the West, and then lying about it and everything. So they're monsters who are doing this. We don't have to align with them either. We've got to see them for what they are. It's not us against them. It's recognizing who are satanic forces, even if they're in our own country, and it's so obvious who they are. They're evil. Bye for now.